One of the longest places I've ever lived with my father being in the Air Force, but we love it, love it. Sad to see it go, but it's about time.
For all the talk about the freshmen up front, that's kind of been the storyline. Right. You guys who have been here, do you feel like you're getting shafted
people
a little bit?
People don't like talking about things they've seen for 5 years, man. But we're doing a heck of a job. I think you hear coaches constantly giving us praise, constantly saying that there's something different, and I think it is. It's just that brotherhood that we've developed over a 4 to 5 year period. We all have known each other for so long. Things just gel. The offense, the way we step, the way we block, everyone knows how everyone does it, and it's going to be a special year, I think.
One of your line mates said the other day he thinks this is going to be the best line Clemson's had in a while.
Right.
Tell me why.
That brotherhood, like I was telling you about, man. Just in the weight room, in the film room, walking around campus, going out to eat. We're always together, no matter what we're doing. We've really embraced that unity as offensive line, and I think that's something that's been different here. There's always cliques that form on a football team. Well, the offensive line has formed a clique of its own, and it's going to be a special thing.
Have the babies been able to push you guys at all, or is it still you guys are bringing them along?
Right.
What's the dynamic?
I think they're definitely athletic enough to where they can push you guys. Like we know that no position is safe at every time. That's how we recruit here. It's a good thing to have that. If you have a bad day, someone's going to step up, and they're probably going to have a good day. And that's just the way you have to handle your career. Everything you do, people are going to be coming for your job, and these guys are no different. They're young, they're ready, and they just want to fight, so it's fun.
You more excited out there this year knowing that you're the guy?
Right. Well, yeah. No.
Really?
I'm playing football. I've been playing football my whole life. You prepare that you're the starter, whether you're third string, fourth string, or first string. You always prepare like you're going to be the guy. So I really that hasn't changed my mindset at all.
But when you're the first one that lines up out every day, your name's in the starting lineup.
Right.
It's not more fun.
Nothing's different.
Really?
I'm blocking with Ryan. I'm going against the same defense, #1 in the country that they were last year. It's the same stuff. You got to handle it that way.
People talk about chemistry and cohesion with an offensive line more than any other unit, obviously.
Right.
How important is that?
Well, you're talking about guys you're going to be standing around for an entire game. You work with your center. In my instance, you work with your center and your left tackle. If I don't know the particular way that Isaiah is going to block, I could really mess up the entire play. If I don't know that Ryan has my back, I'm going to hesitate leading the linebacker to come through. So I think chemistry at the offensive line is probably only second to a wide receiver and a quarterback, to where we have to know each other, how we play, and what we're doing at all times.
If you can you give me a scouting report on those 4, even 6 guys, Taylor, Hearn, Falcinelli?
Okay. Right. Just dominant. All of them have made strides from day 1 to day 13, I think we're on now. When you see a guy like Justin and Taylor, they've worked so hard in the offseason and Power Hour. You've seen how when they first got here, maybe they weren't as advanced as they are now, to making strides to where, they're veteran. They're not freshmen anymore. And around here, when you're not a freshman, we really expect a lot more from you. But now that these 4 freshmen have showed us, we expect a lot from them too. They're doing amazing. Zach has really progressed to where he's snapping the ball perfectly every time. His step work has gotten amazing. Noah is he's a freak. We don't know where he's going to play yet. He's done every position, I think, kind of what I was doing last year. But he's doing really well. And, of course, Mitch and Jake, they've just been pretty constant throughout the entire process. But everyone's gotten better, like I said. It's been awesome to see guys grow up as fast as they have.
Looking forward to this year just because of the whole brother thing. You're going to be graduating. He may get a pilot slot.
Exactly.
I mean, talk about that.
It's sad, but it's awesome because, my brother, his whole life, he has been the guy that, he's going to go into the military. He's going to do all this stuff. And before, it was always special forces. And he was like, man, I think I want to fly airplanes. I was like, okay, good luck with that. And now it's happening. And it's crazy how fast time flies. And it's just, we're really excited about him one more year.
How do you like the season starting out with having sort of an easier schedule compared to previous years?
Right.
It's better for this team since it's really young.
I guess from a coaching standpoint, yes. To where we can, get comfortable in the offense, where we can get comfortable with the personnel, the players that we're going to have out there. From a player standpoint, no. I wish that we were playing Florida State from the get-go. I wish we were playing Georgia, Auburn. But we're going to take the most of what we have. I really think that we have a championship caliber schedule. Everything seems to be falling in place for us this year.
Most of the players seem to be circling the game against Notre Dame and FSU.
Right.
Those seem to be the key games.
Right. Well, that's what everyone says. From a fan perspective, of course, yes, those are the games. But, we got Wofford. I don't know if you guys remember a couple of years ago I think it was when we won the ACC, we were tied with them or maybe even losing at halftime, and we got booed off the field. So we're definitely not going to take any game lightly this year. We know that any opponent, you got App State who beat Michigan a couple of years ago when they were top 5 in the country. So we know that the 2 teams that we're playing are very capable of beating us. We just have to make sure that Clemson is the only team that will ever have the opportunity.
All right, before you go, I'm going to say a name, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Justin Falcinelli.
Baller. He's just had to deal with so many things from where he first got here, moving from tackle to guard, and now he's a center, something that he's never done in his entire life, and he's really embraced it. You know, we had a couple of growing pains, of course, when he first moved, throwing the ball over the quarterback's head, rolling it, but now it's just money. It looks like he's been doing it his whole career, and I really respect him for taking on that role because, you know, maybe he didn't want to do it at first, but he's really embraced it, really practiced every day. He's here, him and Ryan, taking snaps and doing all this stuff, and he's going to have a bright future.
Taylor Hearn.
Beast. That boy is probably one of the strongest offensive linemen, natural strength that's, you know, came through here in a long time. He's just a mauler. He just crushes people every time he gets his hands on them, and those two are really going to have to step up next year when, you know, me and Ryan are gone, and I think they will. Him, between Maverick and Tyrone, all those guys, they're just going to be. We have it set up to where offensive line's not going to be a problem for a couple of years.
Maverick Morris.
Intelligent. You know, he's another guy that's moved around. Now he's playing right guard, really embraced it. And I think it's better for him. He's a bigger body guy to where he can move around in less space and really handle guys. He's so strong, grip, and he's going to have a good year.
Noah Green.
Athletic. Noah's one of those guys right now. His body is, you know, he's around the 270, 275 range. He can dunk a basketball, do all these things, run like a deer. He's really just got to embrace the weight gainer role like me and Isaiah have done these last couple of years. But I think he will. You know, he's eating 6 times a day. He came up to me knowing that I gained all that weight and really asked me what to do, what he thinks. And I think he's really embracing it now. Now it's just a matter of time.
Zach Giello.
Consistent. You know, he's been a guy that, you know, he's going to come out. You know what you're going to get from him every day. He's going to snap the ball well. He's going to step well, and he's just going to do his job.
Jake Fruh-Morgan.
Athletic as well. You know, he's the guy. Me and Ryan would always watch film of the guys when they were in high school, and his kick set was so pretty. He looked like he was in the NFL already, and nothing's changed when he got here. Of course, he's on the lighter side as well, but holding his own out there, his kick slide's amazing, and just got to do the little things.
Mitch Hyatt.
Leader. Mitch is really a guy that, you know, he'll step out there. He's not afraid to go against your best guy. You know, I think one day that he will be a team captain. He will be a guy that people look up to. I think he needs to do a little bit more talking and really embrace his leadership role because I don't think he knows that he is one yet. But he will be soon.